Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. We're here today for the fourth and final week of the India Courts. I'm kind of sad this is ending. I'm very sad this is ending because I've really been enjoying myself. But I am also a little excited to go into August and be able to read more of my physical books that aren't indie that I have been avoiding reading this month so that I could do this. But today is Monday the 25th and I have read 4 books over the weekend. So first up, I read on my Kindle, I read The Dragon's Bride by Katie Roberts, which is the first book in this He's Got to Deal with a Demon series. This is a monster romance, as you may have guessed from the title. And yes, so I read that on my Kindle Friday afternoon, and I really enjoyed it. It was surprisingly sweet. It's definitely super smutty, but there's also some really adorable moments in it. And it was just a fun read. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say. It is a Katie Roberts, so it's not that surprising that I liked it. But yes, that afternoon after that I started After Story, and I read this Friday afternoon and Saturday night. Is that right? Yeah. And this was my pick for Who's Favourite. This is one of Mel's favourites, and also happened to be one that Mel sent to me last year. I don't think it was for anything. From memory, she sent this to me when Melbourne had just gone into a lockdown as a something to read during lockdown. And I didn't, but now I have, and I really enjoyed this. This is incredibly different from anything else that I've read this month. And generally from what I read, this is a literary fiction. It follows this young woman, Jasmine, who is a young lawyer, and her mum, Delia. And they are going on a literary tour of England. So they're going to all these different authors' houses like Virginia Woolf, the Brontes, Austen, Charles Dickens, all those sorts of people. And it's about that, and it's also about, I guess, the strange relationship that can sometimes happen between families, especially after trauma and tragedy. So this is, it was really interesting and definitely not something I would normally pick up, but I had a good time reading it. It was, I'm not going to say fun because it was definitely emotional, and there are some triggering things that happen in here, but it was something that I'm happy that I did read. And yes, I was going to say something and now I've completely forgotten it. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Oh, I was going to say that I would absolutely love doing a tour like this. If anyone wants to get a little group together, we just do a literary tour of England, I'd be totally up for that. Though I do feel that there are some places that I would add personally, and but that would be such a cool idea to do. So really enjoyed this, and thank you, Mel, for making it one of your picks, and of course for sending it my way last year. And then I read Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown, which is a Fae v Human world set in Budapest, but it's an alternate history where it's split between, the Fae have a territory, humans have a territory. and the main character finds herself stuck in a prison in the Fayside as a human. Months and months ago, perhaps even last year, I read the first, I don't know, maybe 30-40 pages of this on Kindle Unlimited and enjoyed it so much that I bought myself a copy of it. And now I kind of regret it, because I feel like had I read a little further, I don't know that I would have bought myself a copy of this. Look, it wasn't bad, but it is extremely intense. There's a lot of violence, and yeah, I don't know. I don't mind when books are a little violent. Like, I'm not completely triggered or whatever by that, but it's not nice to read about people undergoing violence and torture and things like that. And I feel like this is, I don't know. It's weird. Honestly, in terms of all that, it felt almost like most other YA fantasies that take place in some kind of prison setting. And then, I don't know, there's also this weird, because I guess it's more of a new adult story, there's this weird sexual undertone to everything. It's not like smutty per se, it's just like strangely described. I don't know, there's no actual sex, but it's weird. I don't really know how to describe it. So I read it. I'm honestly not sure whether I'm going to continue with this series. Part of me is kind of interested in doing that because I do kind of want to see where this would go. But I also don't know that I care about the characters. Do I actually want to know what's going to happen to them? Or am I just happy here? I definitely would be reading them on my Kindle rather than buying them, but I guess we're gonna kind of see. I don't know, I feel like if I don't make the decision to immediately continue a series in my head, I'm probably not going to continue it, but here we are. That was a prompt marked off. And then last night I finally finished 40 Love by Olivia Dade. This is the second book in the Something About Marysburg series. I didn't like this much as the first one, which I read earlier this month, called Teach Me. I think partly because this doesn't even take place in Marysburg. It takes place on like an island in like Florida, I think. And this Marysburg is in Virginia. And I don't know, I think I liked the kind of like small town school setting of the first one. And this is about the vice principal of the school, but while she's like on holiday. And it was cute. I did enjoy, I don't know, Olivia Dade's books are always fun. I think I just wasn't really in the mood for this, and so I did kind of struggle to get through it. But it's done, and I have 3 books left to make my blackout bingo, and it is the 25th. So I think I can do this. I didn't actually anticipate reading 4 books this weekend. My goal was to read 2. And then, wow, yeah, we knocked that out of the park. So we have, let's just start with this one. We have The Sea Witch by Katie Robert. This is going to be my diverse book because it does feature LGBTQIA+ rep. yeah, all of the Wicked Villains books do. And I would argue that all of the Dark Olympus books do as well, from what I've read so far. This is about... Essentially, these are Disney villains, smutty retellings. This is obviously Ursula and Ariel and Eric. They don't have those names, but that is who it is. And yeah, I've been reading this one for a little now. I'm 50 pages into it now. I am struggling with this one as well. Again, nothing wrong with it. I'm just not really in the mood for it. I'm gonna give this a solid go. And if I can't, I do have 2 other books. Like if it comes to, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna finish this, I do have 2 other books that would fulfill the diverse prompt. So I could just put this down and come back to it in August if need be. Okay, and then I also started Death by Laura Thalassa last night. This is my 5-star prediction because this is the 4th and final book in this series, and I absolutely loved books 1, 2, and 3. So I'm looking forward to this one. I read 230 pages last night. Most of those I had read previously, as in last year when this came out. I read, I think, probably about 200 pages and then put it down. So I started again and reread all of that so that I didn't remember what had kind of gone on. So I did that last night, and it's about halfway-ish. So I think I'm going to finish this one tonight, hopefully. We'll see how we go. And then the final one I have is Sin and Spell by A.M. Core, which I also started last night. Yes, I only read the first chapter, but I just wanted to, just have it started so that I could work on that. And that one I think is like 300 pages or so, so I imagine it will be a reasonably quick read. And I think I can do these 3 books easily. I am kind of tossing up what to do after I finish these. I mean, if I don't finish The Sea Witch, I do have those other books that I want to pick up, but I'm thinking maybe if I do manage to finish these, I might stop there. I don't know. I might go on and try and finish the Olivia Dade series, which I have 1 book left in, and the Kelly St. Clair book, the Kelly St. Clair series, I also have 1 book left in. But I'll see how long it takes me to finish these, and then from there kind of decide. Because like I said, I do have a bunch of other books that I've been avoiding because they're not indie, and I'd like to get a jump start on some of those. I also have a video that I'm planning to do sort of at the end of September. It's a long running vlog. I'd like to be able to start that as well. So I guess we're just going to kind of see. This is already a super long clip and I didn't want it to be, but hopefully I won't have that much to tell you about this week other than finishing those books and then deciding where we're going to go from there. But yes, I will be back I think Wednesday afternoon to let you know how I've done with those. But for now, I've got to get my butt into gear because I am about to have my first lecture for the semester, and yeah, I need to get things ready for it. So I will catch you all hopefully Wednesday, and yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, so it's August. I did not get a second blackout bingo at all. I finished off Death by Laura Thalassa. I think the last time I updated you that night, which I think was Monday, Tuesday, I don't know days anymore. But I finished it. I was kind of disappointed by it, didn't really love it. And then I read absolutely nothing else for the rest of India Courts. I read some bits here and there from other books, but I didn't finish anything non-indie or indie. Okay, well, I don't have anything else to update you on. So I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I had a great time reading all of these books, and yeah, I had a lot of fun, but I was definitely towards the end of the month feeling very burnt out, and I just wanted to read certain books and they weren't indie. So I felt like I shouldn't read them because they wouldn't count, and so I didn't finish anything. But you know, we're going into August now. I will have an August vlog up, and I have some exciting plans and things like that. So I'm hoping that I won't sort of slump. I'm hoping that I've sort of like dipped down and now I'm coming back up and I'm enjoying the things I'm reading and just letting myself read whatever. So with that being said, that's the end of India Courts. That's the end of this vlog. Bit of a short one, I think, but that's okay. It happens, and there we go. That is the end. I hope you're all doing super well, and I will see you all next time. Bye.